Alright, one more and then I'll probably call it a night, but I'm having fun. Oh, wow. Whew. So, we've got, let's talk about the cards I'm not going to pick first. Yeah, good thing we took out that jetpack. Asperian Scarab, not going to pick it. Requires the Allied Utera. Its stats aren't spectacular. Not really a terribly impressive card. Primordial Invoker was a lot of fun earlier. It is just too random to rely upon. I did go 4-0 with it when I took it, but it's not the strongest card that I've... definitely not the strongest card in this pack. Master of Elements, I don't want to be in a position where I'm wanting to play a bunch of spells. Yes, its rank 3 stats are really nice, but there are better cards in this pack. Gemhide Ravager, with its allied proc, it is amazing. Having mobility 1, 2, and 3, scaling with the Oros effect, ridiculously strong. It's not the card I'm picking. The card I'm picking is either Kitaru Sprite, which is just obscene with Spring Dryad. I mean, you talk about ridiculous synergies. Kitaru Sprite plus Spring Dryad just wins games. You can run away with a game faster with that combination than I care to admit. Kind of surprised Spring Dryad exists in this format, to be honest, because of Kitaru Sprite. Borean Windweaver. Beyond amazing for a closer and damaging card. The right pick is probably Borean Windweaver. The pick that I think is going to be more fun is Kitaru Sprite. I'm sure Arzakon and other people are going to yell at me for picking Kitaru Sprite. Gemhide Ravager is probably actually better than Kitaru Sprite in a vacuum. I'm really counting on drafting 2 or 3 Spring Dryads if I take Kitaru. But man, Kitaru is just... it's a poor man's Bright Steel Gargoyle, or it's the draft version of Bright Steel Gargoyle, depending on how you want to talk about it. Hey look, Arzacon's telling me to go Windweaver. Oh gosh. And he's right. Windweaver is by far the proper pick here. Okay, I'm taking Windweaver. You convinced me, Arzacon. Let's go AT and take Sky Knight Glider. I don't really like Corpse Crawler in NT. Chiselarth Hunter is a... I do not like this card at all. Yeah, Andy, I know. I just went through a draft where I said, I'm going to get Spring Dryads and run away with it with those. I'm taking Sky Knight here. Wind Primordial is not a bad pick, though. It would keep my options open later, but I'd really go AT. There's a couple of cards in AT that show up fairly frequently that are really nice in draft, like Battlebrand, because nobody that's not AT drafts Battlebrand, so it falls very low in packs. Here I'm taking the Lizard Shaman. Solid stats with an ability that can be quite effective. I will take the Activator before I take the Defender. And the 8-drop. This is not a terribly impressive pack. I'm probably going with the Spelunker. Scavenger's not playable in draft. You hit way, way too many Necreum decks in draft, and with 1 health, it's just asking to die. War Tinkerer is just bad. I'm not going to have enough robots to justify it. Elementalist is playable, but it's mostly a closer card. And I'm not really in... I don't want to pull closer cards out of a 6-card pack. Same with Warbringer Uranti. I'm going to take the Spelunker. Steel Eye Researcher is my pick here. This is really a bad pack all around. Arbiter's not good in draft. Enforcers... well, Arbiter does get the benefit of the Torrent creatures, shutting them down. But I'm not that scared of them to begin with, so I think Steel Eye Researcher is my pick. Oh gosh, the 8-drop. The Jetpack. Oh, wow. That's just Chant of the Dragon Watch. Matrix Warden. The Ambusher for a nice solid attack creature. Finally, something that is actually a threat. Ronti Elementalist. Matrix Warden. 8-drop. Okay, I'm underwhelmed thus far with what I managed to draft. I think I'm going to take the Avalanche Guardian here because I do have ways to activate him. I'll take the Defender creature, take the Wind Primordial, and the Sparkstone Elemental, and the Razor Tooth Stalker, finally! I already have 2 Matrix Wardens. I think I take the Sky Knight here. Third Matrix Warden wouldn't be bad, but I've got to put something that has some board presence on in this deck. Another Sky Knight. Wind Prime. No, Battlebrand. Now I will take the Alpha and another Matrix Warden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I take the Metamind Overseer here. Turn. This is actually one of the few times where I look at Metamind Overseer and I'm not sure it's the right pick. If you haven't been on my screen before, I say constantly that turn 2.1 and 3.1 are the most important turns in the game. So a card that is entirely designed to make those turns better is probably a good card if it has decent stats. And Metamind Overseer fits that to a T. Because games are won and lost on 2.1 and 3.1, that can make all the difference in the world getting those extra cards. However, in this pack, we also have Razor Tooth Stalker, which is a staple strong draft card. It's a very aggressive, very strong early game play, but I've got to go with the Metamind Overseer here. Beta, I think, is what I've got to do here. I've got a couple of ways to level creatures, and its rank 3 is just a bomb. Sky Knight wouldn't be bad, but I've already got 3 Sky Knights. Colossus wouldn't be bad, but I don't want too many Colossuses because their rank 1 is terrible. Scrapforge Titan. And Metamind Adept. And Ice Mage. Alright, Ozakon. I listened to you and took the Windweaver. I had some really bad packs in that set, though. This deck still should be able to go at least 2 and 2. It's very rare I draft a deck that I can't go 2 and 2 with. My biggest concern, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have 7 6+ drops. And one of those, at least one of those, I'm probably wanting to play when I see it in Borean Windweaver in level 1. Do have 3 8-drops as an underdrop, though, so that's nice. That's fair, Arzakon. I think I'm going to play Avalanche Guardian and Matrix Warden Buffett. This turn, well, we'll have to see. You're going to Matrix Warden buff your Grove Matriarch. Okay. And Spore Lord. Well, guess what? I'm going to move the Avalanche. Oh, wait, it doesn't have attack. Aggressiveness. Yeah, that's disappointing. Drop Windweaver. Move the Avalanche Guard. No, I shouldn't. Oh, well. Move the Matrix Warden. Drop the Spelunker. Probably should have dropped the Alpha. That might have been a mistake. Well, worst case scenario, he cloned the Seedling. Or sorry, best case scenario for me, he clones the seedling. Worst case, he drops a Grove Matriarch and clones the Grove Matriarch. That's all the cloning he's getting, so that's something at least. Interesting. Don't really like that move on his part. I moved the Windweaver over. I will trade with the General. I drop Sky Knight. I throw Matrix Warden and I buff Borean to kill the General. Now I functionally wipe his board and have 3 creatures still standing. Yes, he'll have 1/1s in lane 1 and 5. Which I could clear with Cannon the Dragon Watch if I really, 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 really wanted to. He did manage to pull off some decent... Oh, gosh. Well, we will move you to there. We will drop you there. We will drop you there. Push my 5, take the 6, and deal with it at the start of my next turn. Oh, look, I can! Matrix Warden buffs the Ambusher to clear the Grove Matriarch, and Steel Watch Guard. Steelskin clears the Fungi, giving the Matrix Warden armor. Man, he is just running to town with these Grove Matriarchs, though. But he's only got one. He only got 2 levels. He played 3, but only 2 of them were actually by playing it from his hand. The third one was a clone on the Spore Lord, so that's something. Scrapforge Titan. Chomp block, okay. Do I play the Battle Brand here? No, I don't. Would like to, but I think it's much stronger play for me to drop Borean Windweaver. Move Matrix Warden over. Why? Take the 1 and... Now let's go ahead and clear the Scrapforge here. Then move Matrix Warden over and drop Sky Knight. In turn. And I have 4 rank 2s on the board, which tells you that I have drawn very well through turn 2.3. As I am just blitzing it up. Move Windweaver over, and there's the concession. Good game, Themo. That was a blowout. I drew significantly better than him in player level 2. I drew 5 rank 2s through, or I was going to have played 5 rank 2s through turn 2.3. And he'd played 1. So that one I will give him was probably entirely due to level screw. Had he drawn better, I don't know how that game goes. I think I may still have had the better deck, but I can't know for sure. I definitely outdrew him, though. I feel it's important to always acknowledge that when it happens, because there are so many times that, and I'm guilty of this too, but I've seen people get upset when they lose to level screw and say they always lose to level screw, and not acknowledge the number of games they win because it happens against them. Understanding when it happens and why it happens is very important. All right. Let's see if there's anybody new in here that I can say hello to. Whee! Welcome Gandhi 3. And Technil and T-Schmidt 1 and Resolute 55. May have already said hello to Resolute, but one way or the other, hello again. Abdullah. All right, Mr. Abdullah. Let's put the game on a clock. Razortooth is the stronger play for player level 1. Scrapforge is the you better figure out how to beat me or you're going to die play. I'm going with the you better figure out how to beat me or you're going to die play. I may get a little greedy here. I'll have to think about it. Sky Knight plus Cinder Colossus or double Sky Knight. Not sure which way I want to go. Probably double Sky Knight. But again, he hasn't played anything that I'm actually afraid of. So I will battle and take the Cinder Colossus 1 value from that War Tusk. That might be too greedy. We will see. That's probably too greedy. I probably should have done double Sky Knight there. Because I've now leveled up 2 cards with terrible rank 1s. And I'm going to pay for it. Aha! Well, I really can't play the Ambusher here. I think I move Sky Knight to 1, buff it with Matrix Warden in 2, battle and then drop Blizzard Shaman in 3. Other plays, I move Sky Knight to 4, drop Matrix Warden self-buffing in 1, battle, drop Blizzard Shaman in 3. Other possible plays. I think I feel like I need to clear 3 creatures, so I'm probably not playing the Blizzard Shaman. If I move Sky Knight over, drop Avalanche Guard in 1, Matrix Warden in 2, buffing Avalanche Guardian, I clear 3 lanes and fend off another Lifeblood Druid. Dryad. I think I got too greedy with that second play. Probably got too greedy on turn 1 playing Scrapforge to the empty board, but do not want to see another Lifeblood Druid, Dryad, whatever. Spread your buffs out. That makes sense. Avalanche Guard moves over in front of the Tree Folk. Beta takes out the freaking Druid. And I have to play a Stormcaller to take out the Lifeblood. That kind of stings. But I have to stabilize here, so you do what you got to do. And my 2.0 is, or 2.1 is bad. At least I've got an 8-drop. Run. Hi, kitty boy. When did you come back in here? .1, I get no rank 2 creatures. Pterodon Rex, I can't handle. I drop a Stormcaller and a self-buffed Matrix Warden to take out the Steel Watch. If he drops a bunch of dinosaurs, yeah, they get buffed, but there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I can't kill the Pterodon Rex out of combat, so he's going to be alive at the start of his turn. And my first rank 2 card is a Stormcaller. Ouch. I do have a Battle Brand. That's not nothing. I drop the Stormcaller in front of Rexa. spammer in my channel. That's so cool. Level the alpha. Oh gosh, I leveled a Stormcaller to 3. That's bad. Alright, I get big walls now. Going into rank 3, I'm going to have 2 gigantic walls. 1523 and a 2427. I know, Arzakon. That's exactly what I was thinking. In my head, I'm going, I've made it now. Mr. Abdullah has to know that I have activators now. There's no way I played those 2 cards in that scenario if I don't have ways to activate my walls. Maybe I play one of them, but no way I play both of them. That's disappointing. Drop Scrapforge Titan, and I'm on the rank up turn, so I drop Metamind Overseer over here. Battle in turn. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Now I have to stop and figure out what I'm going to play here. Probably play the Avalanche Guardian and the Alpha. Maybe the Avalanche Guardian and the Sky Knight. Got one more play, sir. What are you going to make? Thanks, Arzakon. I think. I could go for wall lockdown and just stall for my Scrapforge. That's not bad. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. This Avalanche Guard moves over. This Avalanche Guard comes out. This Alpha goes in front of the Spring Dryad. And I have 4 walls on the board. Sorry, 4 defenders on the board. This is not Magic. And they are all substantial defenders. Forge Guardian Alpha is the weakest of them, but you got to have a weak point. Now I wish I'd taken that Sparkstone Elemental. Oh, I did. That'll be fun. That clears the Scrapforge. I'm fine with that. What's your second place, sir? Probably overwrite the Alpha with the Windweaver, move the Colossus in front of the Steel Watch. Ooh, maybe not. Yeah, new plan. Go ahead and move the Avalanche over. Matrix Warden to buff the Cinder Colossus. 5 be 18. That's actually not enough, is it? Crap. Crappity crap. I'll go ahead and do that anyways. Battle. Hey, look, nothing happened. And drop the Windweaver. In turn. Oh, you're right, Arzakon. Wouldn't matter. This hand is... The follow-up hand that I would have been drawing out of is terrible, but... Beta 2 to clear the War Tusk. And that Spring Dryad runs a risk of being really annoying. 5. I only need 5 to clear this guy, so Windweaver will clear him. Beta does maximum damage to the Dryad. Push my 8. Move you over. Probably shouldn't have moved him over, but drop Steel Eye here. Battle. This is a problem. I need to draw. That's exactly what I needed to draw. Not worried about that. Now the real question, do I put... No, I don't. I don't put 18 damage on my Cinder Colossus. I block. I Instigator, activating the Cinder Colossus. That will clear the Spring Dryad. You move over and take out the Tree Folk. Push 5, and I have a 24-something on the board. And now I start to lock down the game because my leveled cards are significantly better than his leveled cards, with the exception of that Spring Dryad. And he whiffs on 3.4. Excellent. Let's see here. You clear that. You clear that. And we'll buff the Cinder Colossus because I haven't seen anything in his deck capable of clearing a 23 health creature. And now the game should be over. Maybe not. Maybe I've missed something. But Spring Dryad 3 takes a little bit to get going. And he doesn't have a little bit of time anymore. And that comes close to clearing a 23 health creature. Got to admit, didn't see that coming. But it still doesn't clear a 23 health creature. And so, this is game. Good game, Abdullah. It was close, but my deck leveled better than yours did. I'm not going to say I outdrew you. You may be saying that to yourself with that. My 3.4 was really the deciding turn of that game. I dropped the Cinder Colossus 3 and immediately activated it with the rank 1 Instigator that clears your rank 2 Spring Dryad. I mean, it's one rank 3 card that was a defender that I got no damage through out of earlier. So you can say I outdrew you. I can say I constructed my deck well so that I could win with playing a level 1 card on 3.4. Now, my 4.1 was a really strong follow-up, but at that point, it really didn't matter. Well, if it had been an all rank 1 hand, it would have, but neither here nor there. You still were going to take 30-some-odd damage, which was half your life. I also had a leveled Scrapforge 3 and had played really greedy in the early game. And so my greed paid off. Doesn't always, but I sacrificed my early game for that late game. Max Musterman. Good luck, sir. I'm going second, so my plays are Sky Knight and Metamind Overseer unless he plays a big threat to justify the Instigator or Stormcaller. That is not a big threat to justify an Instigator or Stormcaller. Sky Knight and Metamind. Battle in turn. Is this deck 2-0 or am I 1-0? I've completely lost track. 2-0. Excellent. So this is for my entry feedback. Wow. This turn is probably Beta and Razor. Ah! New plan! Do not play a... Oh, actually I can. Sky Knight flies over here. Matrix Warden buffs the Sky Knight to clear the Sorrow Maiden. And Beta takes out the Blightwalker because it can. Sad I didn't play my Razor-Tooth Stalker. That was a much, much better play than playing the Razor-Tooth Stalker that would have been killed by the Sorrow Maiden. Much better play. That's an even trade for me, which means it's positive for me. That's a negative trade, but he's already gotten a card, so. Let us Blizzard Shaman here. Excellent. If it had gone into lane 2, I was going to drop Borean Windweaver to move it into lane 1, so that was dying either way. And I still think Borean Windweaver is the right play. Battle. Get that out of mid and in turn. So mid is now open for my Sky Knights if I had drawn them. Didn't. There was no way I was letting him get a free creature with his Portal Shade, though. And I would rather pass on 3 damage at before combat than risk him having a combat trick to save his Portal Shade and get free creatures. Which would have been what would have happened if I hadn't had played it that way. Or that would have been a risk anyways. If I'd played Blizzard Shaman post-combat and then forced the Matrix Warden or Beta into lane 1, he could have combated tricked them off the board. Blizzard Shaman moves over. Windweaver moves over. Battlebrand takes the Banshee out, leveling the Matrix Warden. And Steelskin buffs the Windweaver. Take my 10 damage and in turn. Wow. Yeah, this is probably not good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have over half of my level 2s in one hand. That eats the Deathseeker. Hurrah, hurrah. So, yeah. We're going to play Sky Knight, and we're going to play Battlebrand to clear the Spirit and level Matrix Warden. I really want to clear the Spirit, or do I want to keep the 9? Yeah, I think I want to keep the 9-10 at 9-10. I am playing it this way because I really need to get cards leveled here. If I don't do this, there is a very real chance that I go into rank 3 with just these, whatever 2 cards this was, leveled to rank 3. This way I at least have 3 cards rank 3 rather than 2. Because I could easily miss the remaining 4 rank 2 cards I have in my deck. Zombie Titan. Disappointing. I probably ignore it. And when I say probably, I mean I ignore it. Sky Knight moves over. I don't ignore it. I play Metamine Adept in front of it, see if I can get a rank 2. I don't. And I drop Razor-Tooth. Okay, there's another rank 2 creature. Not exactly the one I would have liked to have seen. I want to see the Beta. Actually, I want to see all 3 of the other ones more than I want to see the Matrix Warden rank 2. It's not bad, but it's not exactly what I want. Blightwalker clears the Sky Knight. Portal Shade. Razor-Tooth moves over. Oh, gosh. Matrix Warden buffs the Razor-Tooth. Matrix Warden buffs the Matrix Warden. Unfortunately, Razortooth dies. Hey, look! I got one of my other rank 2s. Exactly the one I wanted, actually. This was my only hope of killing the Portal Shade. I could have had the first Matrix Warden self-buff itself. It gives me a little bit more wiggle room, so that if he buffs the Portal Shade, it still dies, but it's not that much more. Would have been 2 more attack. Good, he didn't pull it off. And Stag of Bliss. Ouch. Metamind Overseer. I cannot play Scrapforge here. I just can't do it. Sky Knight. Battle. I'll trade off with the Bramblewood. More importantly, though, it's at the rank up, so I get my cards. And I get no rank 3s. Kind of what I expected, actually. What I do here depends upon what he plays. It's a very real possibility that I play... Now that makes it even more real. I may play Metamind to try and draw into something better. Dang, that Bramblewood Guardian. Metamind clears the Stag. Nothing else clears these guys, so yeah. And a Sky Knight. Excellent. Sky Knight would be nice mid, but it's going in lane 1 to clear this Zombie Titan for me. Do I really want to do that? No, I put it mid. I get the mobility and then can get a lot of damage on the Bramblewood Guardian because there's almost nothing in my deck that takes out a 24 health creature straight up. Now, 12 and 16 will do it. That's an even trade, and I'm very fortunate for it. And that Portal Shade, I'm less fortunate for. Ouch. This is only 3 damage. Yeah. I'm obviously battle branding something. 12 and 5 is only 17. Gosh darn it. Oh. I lied. I'm not battle branding anything. Sky Knight flies over here. Ambusher goes in front of the Bramblewood. And Chant of the Dragon Watch clears everything but the Zombie Titan. I have to figure out how to deal with that Zombie Titan. I can do it, but I'm falling further behind on board. That I drew every freaking rank 2 at player level 2.1 really, really hurt me. And then I didn't see any of the power rank 2s that I needed to. I have to ignore the Stag, I think. As painful as that is. Drop Windweaver. Play Matrix Warden. Self-buff. Because if I don't self-buff, I don't clear the Zombie Titan. Oh, gosh. Well, at least this gives me an interesting play if he leaves my Windweaver alive and only plays 1 really strong rank 3 card. Because I can drop Matrix Warden, buff Windweaver, kill anything in lane 2, 3, or 4. Still can. Oh, excellent. Now I don't have to worry about that. Because Matrix Warden is plus 10. So move him over. Right, let me stop. Yes, that is the right play. Move him over. I'm at 14 health. I cannot leave this unblocked. I'm still die to a Hal or any number of possible cards. Don't get me wrong, I'm probably dead. But I'm finally stabilizing. $22, $34, $44. Wow. I had the potential for 44 damage this turn. Still die to a Howl, but I can very possibly, well, slightly less possibly. Now, I'm obviously Matrix Warding here. Or, sorry, Windweavering here. Yeah. Drop Windweaver. Move Matrix Warden. Play Matrix Warden. Buffing Matrix Warden. Battle. In turn. The mobility 3 is really nice. Gives me options. Still die to a Howl. This deck obviously doesn't have a Howl. Do you have a scary card here? No, you do not. Windweaver moves over. Sky Knight comes out. Ambusher comes out. Matrix Warden moves over just to prevent any sort of shenanigans. He doesn't have any because he's playing in you, but... And 16, 20... This is... If he doesn't kill me this turn, I think I win. I think between Matrix Warden and Battlebrand, I can get enough damage through. So he has to kill me this turn. I might be wrong. But Sky Knight can go and threaten any lane. So if he leaves the lane open, that's 9. 19. Plus 11 from the Ambusher when I use the Battlebrand to clear whatever blocks it. Because he has to take care... Yes, I mean, it is blocked. Yeah, I think this is game. That, admittedly, is a scary card. Puts me lower on my life total. On the other hand, it's rank 2, and that is game. Good game, Mr. Max. Very close. He's at 11. I'm going to go for the board clear. Yeah, he conceded. Good game. So I've got my entry fee back. One more to go. This will conclude my drafting for the night. This is the third draft I've done. My first one I went 4-0. My second one I went 2-2. And this one we're currently at 3-0. Let's see if we can get to the 4-0. Thank everyone for watching. I've been losing viewers, but those of you that are still with me, I appreciate it. I don't necessarily know that I like the viewership numbers declining in general. I've noticed a decline in people talking in Steam chat, and there are fewer people streaming in general, and it all leads me to think that Solforge is not in a good place with its player base right now. I'm really hoping that Stoneblade Entertainment can do something to turn that around, because I really enjoy the game. I think it's a well-crafted game. It's got its problems. Right now, I suspect that Herald may have been buffed too much. I know why they did it, but I think it may be too strong. 22, 3, 14. All right. Too lazy to stand. All right, Mr. Sitter. How are you going to open this off? I'm probably going to battle brand whatever you play off the board and play a Blizzard Shaman. Don't get to move anything, but that's not always a bad thing. Just playing a 6/7 that scales pretty well sounds like a decent plan. Oh, and I'll also be leveling a Matrix Warden, so I'd rather have a... yeah. Definitely the right play there. That was really all I had, the only option I had. Here I probably play Sky Knight and Alpha or Ambusher. Alpha or Ambusher. Alpha. Alpha scales very well. Ambusher does too, but Ambusher is a play from a head card, and Alpha is a card that can help you if you get behind. And I would rather, at this point, play with a card that, ooh, can help me get back from behind. That's interesting. That's a very aggressive play, sir. I will punish you for leveling a Sparkstone by playing a creature that benefits from it. Yeah, and you get 7 through off the Swamp Moss. I'm fine with that. I can use a Matrix Warden to trade it off next turn. But if you're going to activate my creatures for me, I will take that value. Sky Knight kills that. Sky Knight flies over, takes out the glider. Avalanche Guardian goes in front of Swamp Moss. And Matrix Warden buffs. We battle first. Matrix Warden will then buff the Avalanche Guardian, who can clear the Grove Matriarch next turn. And I get Metamind Overseer on the rank up. Razor 2 Stalker is much better if I see it earlier in the player level, so I'd rather level the beta as a better late game threat. I've got enough walls leveled, defenders leveled to hopefully endure player level 2 and look for those late game bombs. That obviously moves over there. That's unfortunate. Drop Metamind Overseer. Battle. And take 7 or take the free clear. Take 7 or kill the 7. Not getting any other value out of a Forge Guardian beta 1 in player level 2. Now, this is not bad. I can level up my Forge Guardian Alpha. Get Forge Guardian Alpha to 3. Use the Blizzard Shaman. Oh gosh. Oh wow, how nice. Sorry, we do the Blizzard Shaman first because it will trade off the Grove Matriarch completely. And then we play Alpha over here. Keep playing your Sparkstones, I'll keep playing my Alpha. We'll see who wins. I'll give you a hint. This is almost certainly Sky Knight and Matrix Warden. Nice! Did not see that coming. I actually am perfectly fine with that. Upon reflection, the best that your Snowdrift Alpha is going to be able to do is to get 2 creatures. Hello, my dear. I will be coming back after I complete this game. Love you too. Bye-bye. We drop Matrix? No. Drop Sky Knight? I want to drop the Matrix Warden, but I don't know where to put it. Or what to buff with it. Maybe the Spelunker is the better play here. Drop the Spelunker in front of the Sapling. Whatever I do, I don't drop it pre-combat. Well, let's go ahead and do the combat. I'll take my 1, clear these 2. Drop Spelunker. That lets the Sky Knight live and be able to take out something else. Excellent. My Beta can drop out, take out one of the hunting packs. Worst case scenario, he gets 2 hunting packs. He only got 1, so that's even better. Delver goes to a 6/6. Beta takes care of it. Beta there. And Matrix Warden here, buffing the Spelunker. Battle. And now the 1 armor creature can take out the Seed. Battlebrand with no Alloying cards. Curse you. Thunderstomp. Wow. Okay. Gotta admit, that turn, I will give you a slow clap for that turn. I don't know that it was your best plays, but that was impressive. Going to play the Ambusher in mid because there's nowhere else I can play it. And I'm going to Battlebrand the Delver off the board before it starts to run away. Sad I don't get to level something, but what can you do? Not a great 3.1, no rank 3 cards. I have 4 rank 3 cards, 2 of which are fairly decent bombs. Of course, if he keeps playing his alpha, that's going to become a problem. We use that there, and that there. Take this 4. Give him only 1 lane to put a hunting pack in. Oh, come on, deck. I can win this if I can just draw halfway decently. But this is a terrible 3.2. To follow up a terrible 3. Well, a mediocre 3.1. Not terrible, but mediocre. I at least have an 8 drop that I can use. I probably... Well, I need to see what he does. I'm not going to make any speculation until I know what I'm up against. If he's got rank 3s, it could change my decisions here. I've got to start playing some cards to give me positive value, because I have to be able to eventually clean up the hunting pack and seedling. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Damages the ambusher. Umbra Glider, of course. Well, that's at least something. Actually, no, it's not something. I can't block out the Umbra Glider, because these 2 are going to trade off. No matter what I do, these 2 trade off, which means there's an open lane for the Umbrook. The Umbrook has 7 health, so I need 2 7+ attack creatures to kill it. I don't have that. So, instead, I'm going to play the Stormcaller and the Wind Primordial and clean up these 2 guys and accept that I'm taking this 11 no matter what I do. Now, if he's smart, he should move the Umbrook in front of the Wind Primordial and just accept that the Umbrook is going to die no matter what, and push 10 damage and take out the Wind Primordial for free. If you accept the Umbrook is already dead, that works out a lot better. He does not do that. Okay. Now here's the next question. Oh, Blizzard Shaman. I don't know if I should play you or not. Yeah, Arsacon, you are correct. And I realized after the fact when I was discussing why the Wind Primordial should die is why I should have reversed these plays. So if I Blizzard Shaman in 1, I have a... Oh, gosh. So if I Blizzard Shaman in 1 right away, I can get lucky with the Stormcaller to 5. Could also end up moving Wind Primordial to 5, which is bad, because I'm throwing away the Wind Primordial for nothing. Or the Wind Primordial could move to 3, which is also kind of bad. I want to try it. Come on, Stormcaller to 5. No, it moves to 3. Okay. So now I take my damage. Move this guy back, because he's dead anyways. And Sky Knight and mid. Yeah, Glider 3 Arzakon. I got that one I got. And it's on the rank up, so he gets his free damage. That's disappointing. That gets played. And I think I take this guy out before it can actually get bonus damage on me. And level up the Matrix Warden. Take the trades. And in turn. Okay, I am perfectly fine with that play. Now the question. So I'm playing Avalanche Guard and Steel Skin. Question is, do I drop Avalanche Guard in 1 and accept the 2 damage? I think so, to get the armor on it. Yeah. It also discourages him from playing his rank 3 Windspark Prime Elemental, because now that would give my Avalanche Guardian attack. That might have been better, Arzakon. The Wind Weaver. Let's see here. 9 and 14 is 23. Ooh, this guy's a problem. Jetpack is plus 3 attack. So 14 and 9 would be 23. Plus 3 is 26. Not enough. So that's not the line I'm going to take here. I think the line I'm going to take is... Gosh, I don't know. Hi, Talitha. Win Primordial. It doesn't matter if I move this guy. Yes, it does. So I'll take this 1 because now he has to do his little thing pre-combat. So that he can use it to kill the Steel Skin. Which means if he gets really lucky, he can't possibly get to 4 free creatures off of it. He can only get to 3. But that was a very painful turn. Hi, Talitha. So the bright side of all of this is what I have on the board right now trades off with what he has on the board right now. That goes over there. That goes over there. That goes there. And that goes there. Now the downside of all of this, I am all but dead. The upside, I'm not actually dead yet. This one's coming right down to the wire. I'll go get you some more in a second. Okay, that clears the board. And that's game. I can't stop that. Darn it. Yeah, that's game. Good game, Mr. Too Lazy to Stand. Came down to the wire, but you got me. Alright, so that will do it for me for tonight. Thanks for watching, everyone, and until we play again. Yeah, that was a very lucky draw there, but we were in player level 5, so all it takes is one lucky draw at the right time. He came up with the Frost Shadow Strike to clear my board, and then the glider, or the whatever that thing was. Yeah, it's a glider to kill me. Alright, good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.